Yes, looks like the lagoon's flowing well. There's a lot of water in the river, so not at all surprised. Yeah. Yes. Yes, nice when it all greens up, eh? Right, I'm going to head down through the park and see what's occurring. Right, going to head down through Princess Island Park. I'm not sure if they've got the walkway open the other side. They've been doing a lot of construction down there at Eau Claire Market. So they've put a whole bunch of new willows and that in there. That's good. Not sure what's occurring down here for Canada Day today, but it's a good day for walk around. It's free on-street parking. A lot of the parking lots are also free. So that's always good. Yeah. On the weekends I know where to park for free anyway. During the day that can be a little expensive parking downtown. Here, Mr. Squirrel. Morning. It's always nice this time of year. All the flowers out. It's flower season. Yeah. It's nice to see they put a whole bunch of new willows in here. That's good. Willows grow fast. They love the water. Stabilizes the banks. Great way to do it. Oh. More Canadian lawnmowers. Working hard. That's this year's chicks, eh? Look how fast they grow. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Right, I'm going to head down towards the new bridge, see if how far they got with that. Right. Let's have a look, see if I can see from here what they're up to. That will determine which way I'll walk around. Good flow through here at the moment. Can't say we haven't had enough rain at the minute. Nice. Oh, I can see some people on the new bridge. Ooh, that's encouraging. We'll head down and have a look. Morning. That's a good start to Canada Day. It looks like the bridge might be open. Get my first bit of video of the new bridge, see what they've done. Right, let me wait till I get down there and see what they've done. Yes, the lagoon is certainly full. This lagoon was built many years ago by the logging companies. That's the river calf on this side. Oh, rhubarb. That's the river calf. We do nice food in there. Yes, like I was saying, this lagoon was so they could float the logs down, and down is what is now Eau Claire Market, was actually the timber mills. So they processed a lot of the original timber for Calgary. So what have we got going on here? Oh, they've redone the gardens here. Oh, that's nice. It's nice to see that they've reused some of the timber too. I was hoping they would. They cut down a whole bunch of these great big trees that used to be in here. That caused a lot of kerfuffle when they cut them down, but however, for the construction and the redevelopment they had to go. A lot of them were reaching kind of the end of their life anyway. But at least they've been repurposed into flower beds and things, which is very nice. Nice to see. Yeah. Decaying wood's absolutely vital. So let's see what they've made of this bridge. Well, it's nice that they've used those. Want it? Yes. As these trees decay, they've built a big pile in the middle there. That's good as well. As the trees decay, the It provides home for insects and what have you. Very, very important. So this is our new bridge, is it? New bridge, new steps. Yes. Still got the path around the back, so it's still nice and accessible. Well, nice that they've built a nice wide bridge. However, the railings on this bridge, I like the bridge. I like the fact that somebody lost their glasses. I like the fact that it's got benches all the way up the side of it. That's always nice to see. However, these railings, not so keen on the railings. Yeah, that's not bad down through there. Yeah, they're getting on with it. Looks like they're building a new staging area over there. That's nice. This is all part of the new flood control that they had to do because the city got really badly flooded in 2013. So they have to do it. It's got to be done. However, not overly keen on the railings, I'm afraid. No. The bridge itself, not bad at all. This whole area has been redone. It was getting really run down, it really was. So doing the railings really helped. Getting it there. They've got all flood defence benches and that up through there. Morning. Nice day for it, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, well, at least they've opened the walkway through there. That's good, because that was the bypass they had made through there was a bit of a pain. But that's nice now they've got that open. Looks like everybody's getting ready to set up. It is Canada Day. Everybody's going to be busy today. Yeah. These old buildings down here are nice. Leave the good food in there. There used to be another white building next door to there. They've got that stashed in the parking lot, not too far from here at the moment. But that's coming back once the site is all done. There's actually very nice food in there. Those are over there. Lots of foodieries and that around here. Like I say, that's a really good spot. It's very close to the centre of downtown too. So I'm going to wander up around, head down towards Fort Calgary area, I suspect. Looks like they're getting all the patios ready to go. Yeah. It's always nice to see. Right. I'm going to head down that way and do some more when I get a bit further down. This is where they stashed the other building. This was the lumber works, this was. They put it down here. There was a big hoo-ha that they were actually going to get rid of this building because everybody said, oh, everybody assumed it was just a protected building. And of course then they turned around and said, no, it's not actually protected at all. So there was such a hoo-ha about it that they decided to keep it. Yeah, so this was the river lumber people. That's the people that built all the lagoon and that down through there for getting all the water through. It's funny how these things progress over time. Good thing about Calgary is it's such a walkable city. If you know where you're going, it's actually it's not far from one side to the other. I mean, the city itself in terms of urban sprawl is enormous. And as far as I'm concerned, that's as far as it needs to go. It's spread out. Its land area is like bigger than New York. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But however, I think what they need to do is perhaps go a little bit more up than out, which seems to be what they're doing. They put in all these new buildings over here. I call this Legoland because it's all part of this redevelopment. There's a train is coming through here. They're putting the LRT through here. Again, that's a bit of a hot potato because everybody was saying they should stick it underground, but they were all citing extra costs and all that other good stuff. However, in a country where it's freezing cold for half the year, having your infrastructure buried in the ground is actually not a bad plan. Yeah, we'd have gone across the river, would not have disturbed the river at all. They have to be careful how they build here, because you're not allowed to cast big shadows on the river, because if you have a big shadow on the river, guess what, in the winter it doesn't defrost, so you end up with big ice jams. If you want to know how bad that can be, just ask everybody in Montreal, places like that. They have quite a problem with some of the ice out that way. Yeah. At least here we're not so bad. These walkways that people have asked me about in the videos before, if you look, they're everywhere, are between the buildings. That's what's called the +15 system. That gives you walkways. You can walk pretty much around the city for most of downtown. Basically, in the winter without ever going outdoors. You know, if people live downtown, and a lot of these big skyscrapers now, these big buildings, are being converted to residential. Because we had the oil and gas explosion here a few years back, so buildings were popping out the ground like dandelions, and now they realise they don't actually need so many. I'm just going to take a little detour through here. I'm going to go through the Chinese Cultural Centre there in a minute, because that is without doubt one of the hidden gems of Calgary. It's got one of the most amazing roofs you're ever going to see. It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, love that place. Down through here, this is really nice. I feel like skyscraper shots and what have you for buildings. Absolutely amazing. Just the other side of here, I've done this picture many times. Like I say, Calgary, people always say to me, you know, Calgary's deserted. Well, on weekdays, like normal work weekdays, it's a very busy place. The price of oil's gone up huge, so everything's getting kind of crazy again. But if you come and stand just by this wall, you turn around and then look up. I have done that picture many times. I must admit, it looks better on my other camera with a 1022 wide on it, but it's this one it doesn't do a bad job. Right, I'm going to head over to the cultural centre and see if that's open. Yes, unfortunately, the cultural centre is not open yet. I'm here a little early. But I prefer to be up at earlier clock. The other thing I like about Calgary, it's a lot of downtown trees. Absolutely important to have many trees in a city. Does a lot of good things. Keeps the urban temperatures down. Stops a lot of the what would you call it? Street heating, if you like. I've got a concrete will get hot really fast. This is another entrance. You'll find these blue signs everywhere. +15. They're everywhere. So you can literally just walk through. There's lots of good art in Calgary, and there's a lot of what I would call not so good art. There are some things in Calgary that you will never in a million years see me take a picture of. Welded together streetlights would be one of them, and stupid great blue round circle streetlights would be another one. Somebody in this city has an obsession with buying recycled streetlights for $500,000 a piece. I kid you not. And they use the strange title of "It's art." It's not. It's a waste of $500,000 a time. So whatever. We have very many very talented artists in Calgary, many, and yet they insist on spending our dollars on art in from who knows where. There's a pile of scrap metal on the highway as you come into Calgary with a few rocks thrown on it, and again that was another $500,000 worth. Some artist in New York, I believe. Yes, sitting there rubbing his little hands together going, hey, I got rid of all that scrap metal, I sold it to those idiots out in the west. Yeah, either way, there'll be a lot of very good art in Calgary, and there's a lot of not so good art in Calgary. So I'm going to head down through Chinatown and then cut across to Fort Calgary. Right, light should change here in a second. Since there's nothing coming, I'm just going to ignore that. Yeah. Right, this is Centre Street. This is heading into Chinatown. Calgary Tower down through that way. It's always a good spot to come for food. Many good foodieries in here. Yeah. And my favourite candy store, because they sell fruit pastels. Older part of town. Good culture down here, it's good. Morning. Morning. Head down towards the tower. Alright. Right, this place in here. This is Dragon City Mall. One of the best little malls in Calgary, this one. Looks like it's closed at the moment. Yeah. Have to use the side door. It's a very big curved looking building here. This is the Bow Building. That's the Bow Building over there. In actual fact, I think I'll cut down across the front of that way. Traffic's starting to get a little bit more waking up. It is Canada Day. A lot of people are still sleeping in, I guess. Yeah. Yes. Very nice. On I go. Right. There's a long light waiting for that to change. So more +15. There's a really nice aeroplane in the building over there. I'm not sure whether that's open at the moment. You can actually go through the +15 and head over that way. Can't possibly come down here. Let's take a shortcut without coming to see this guy. Yeah, Wonderland, I think this sculpture is called. Yes, I think that's called Wonderland. Giant head. These buildings around here. It's a good mix of old buildings, new buildings, buildings going up, buildings coming down. This building here, this funny shaped one, when they made out like the Lego blocks, it's covered in LEDs. I can still see them changing colour. All the balconies and what have you, and around the windows, they're all covered in LEDs. And they do all kinds of interesting patterns and lights and that all night, and all that kind of stuff. But this is the Wonderland Sculpture. Must admit, I'd like a $1 for every person that's taken a picture of this place. So this is inside, looking up out of the face there. It's pretty cool, eh? Yeah. It's certainly become iconic with Calgary. Yeah. They usually have the security people here making sure the kids don't climb it, because I must admit, when I was a kid, I would have climbed that. And then you look at this building. This is the Bow Building. And up she goes. That is quite a neat building. Yeah, this is pretty much, actually that is the centre line of the building right there. Yeah, that's quite something, eh? I can hear the train over in the background there. Calgary Transit actually runs very good. I've heard people complain a lot about Calgary Transit. People like to complain about a lot of things, but I can tell you what, we actually have very good transit. I think it's $3.60, and you can get on any train, any bus, anywhere in the city, and just keep going. And they're valid for like an hour and a half. And there is nowhere that you can't get in this city on an hour and a half ticket. So, but you can just get off a train, get on the next bus, get off the train, get on the next bus, and so on and so on. So, that's very cool. I'm just going to go and see if the +15 is open, see if the aeroplane is open. And I don't usually like you filming in here, so I could probably get told to put my camera away. Ah, Timmy's is closed. I was wondering whether there's a Tim Hortons in here. I was wondering whether it would be open. Apparently not. it is early o'clock, so I'm not at all surprised to find there's not much open. Like I say, this is the +15. These walkways go throughout the city. I'm just going to nip across to the one that goes over Centre Street here, because if the other side of it is open, I might better go and see the aeroplane. It's always cool. They've got a full-size bush plane hanging out of the ceiling, but I'm not sure whether that's open. Let's go have a look. On it. Now this door's open. Not sure it will be today because most of the office buildings are empty. What does it say? +15 bridge, Monday to Friday. Oh, open door says me. Look at that. Sure enough, it opens. Yeah. Now this is a good spot. Like I say, +15. All these walkways go all over the city. There's Calgary Tower. The other side, this is Centre Street. That's Centre Street down there. Just off to the right hand side there, that's Dragon City Mall. And then the rest of it goes straight off up Centre Street. And there you go. Cool. Right, I'm going to go and see if the aeroplane part is open. Not sure it will be because there's all office buildings and stuff. Let me go and have a look. Now this is very cool. As I say, they've got a full-size bush plane hanging out the ceiling in here. Yeah. This is an amazing building. So the walkways join most of it together. Now some of it's more open on the city work days, obviously. It's kind of cool, eh? Yeah. There's usually way more open on the city work days, however. Looks like the escalator is closed. Not sure why. It always makes a good picture. Yeah. Right. Bye bye aeroplane. We have Stampede coming up as well, so you'll find that a lot of stuff's getting ready for Stampede. That's a pretty cool plane, eh? Yeah. Christmas they have Santa Claus hanging out of that. Right, I should be able to get back out here street level somewhere, since upstairs seems to be closed. I should be able to get out the street level here somewhere. Let's have a look, see if this has a way up. Right, on I go. There we go, we're out. There's usually a door somewhere that goes out. Yeah. I'd like to see the +15 expanded actually. I'm sure if they add more buildings they will link more and more of them together. I tell you, the city and all the private companies, they do amazing jobs with all the flowers and stuff. I've heard a lot of garbage out there about you can't walk around Calgary, it's full of drug addicts and crackheads and all kinds of garbage I keep hearing from people. Well, there are places I'm sure that are less desirable than others, but I can tell you now, another advantage coming down here this time of the day. It's way easier to cross the road. So I will head back down towards the Bow building, and I'm going to head downtown, head over towards there's a different angle of the Bow. More +15s. This +15 across here. This is the one I normally go up that escalator, cut across this bridge, and can walk right down through the rest of the buildings. And that's the Bow over there. See if I can get out the sun. There's shadows out the way. There we go. That's a good mix of old and new buildings right there. Actually, I quite like that. Wish I'd have my other camera now. Yeah, and make a nice picture. Excellent. Right, I'm going to head on round to downtown and do some more when I get down to Olympic Plaza. Now, this is Calgary Transit. This is the downtown. This is 7th Ave, and trains all along 7th Ave are free, so you can hop on any of these trains. The downtown core, like 7th Ave, all along here. The looks like this guy here is running for the train. Go on, run, Forrest, run! He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. He's gonna get there. He is. He's gonna make it. Yeah, he got there. He got the train. That's good. But yeah, they've updated a lot of the trains. They've made the stations bigger, because we always used to run 3 cars, and now they're running 4 because just need more space, more people riding it. But, like I say, I hear a lot of garbage about Calgary Transit. It's usually by people that never use transit. It's there's another train up there waiting to come through. So. I wonder if this is one of the new 4-car ones, because it's Canada Day today. Let's see if I can get that Telesky in there as well. It's a weird looking building. It seemed to take them forever to get this building finished. But look at that. Quite the building. Right, here comes the next train. Let's see if this is a 3 or a 4. Train service is very frequent. Like I say, downtown through 7th Ave, through the core here. This is what's called the free fare zone. So you don't have to pay. You just jump on the train and away you go. A lot of good murals around Calgary too. You'll find them on walls popping up all over the show. There seems to be a campaign on the go at the moment. Everywhere I go there's more and more of this, so that's good to see. Yeah. Yes. That Telesky is a weird shaped building. I don't know whether there was a lot of jokes going around at the time that they run out of money halfway up, so they kind of narrowed it out a bit, but I don't think they actually did. I think that was the intention, but it looks really cool at night. You can hardly see them now because the sun's on them, but they do actually have, around all those black pieces, they do actually have LEDs around there that light up and stuff. Really cool. Right, I'm going to head on down to downtown. One thing you will find with Calgary, if you're visiting Calgary, is the endless construction. I've lived here for 26, 27 years, something like that, and I've never seen Calgary skyline without cranes on it, ever. They're always building something. Always lots of construction going on, which is good. Means the city is growing, the city's doing well. That's what you need on it. I'm going to turn this piece through the middle here. This is Stephen Avenue Mall, they call this. This is all closed off to traffic other than deliveries. All the patios and that are setting up along here now because this is summer season. So we've got a complete expansion of, I was saying, down through there you can see the trees, the metal trees as they call them. Yeah. Like all the patios are setting up. There used to be great big wide sidewalks, and then people kind of sort of realised, hey, with all the COVID stuff, we don't want all the people sitting indoors, so the city changed a lot of the ordinances to allow the patios to expand out onto the side pieces here, which is not bad. Creates extra outdoor space. It's a better atmosphere as well. Sitting in a building on a nice sunny day or sitting on a patio. I mean, you choose. Yeah. So this is actually nice. Yeah. Heading down this way, there's convention centre and what have you. We've always got something going on in this building. And Stampede starts next weekend, I believe. So all over Calgary you'll see the Yahoo signs and The cowboy stuff's starting to appear out of everywhere. Right, let's head down to Olympic Plaza and see what they're doing down there. Looks like they're getting ready for the Canada Day celebrations here. This is why I come down early, so we can do all this and get in and out of here before it throws up with people. In the winter they have all this iced over, so that you can go ice skating and that in here. In the summer it becomes kind of a hub for people to meet up and what have you. So they're going to do some kind of show in here later, by the look of it. This is where they had a lot of the stuff. It's called Olympic Plaza. This is where they had a lot of the stuff for the AEA Olympics all down through here. That's good. Right, I'm going to head on down towards Fort Calgary in Inglewood. Right, many parts are in most towns you'll find that there's always the right side of the railway tracks and the wrong side of the railway tracks. Well, that's Art Commons and that all over there. That's all the malls, and this is heading on down towards Inglewood. Morning. So this is where you tend to find more of the transient or the homeless population, I guess. And I can tell you now, most of the people I've met down here are actually some of the nicest people you don't want to meet. Some of them not so nice, but generally speaking, it's even what people would call the rough end of town isn't. Yeah. People tend to forget that most people are just 2 paychecks away from living the same life that they live. Never forget that, so always be in a position where you can help people out. So, I'm a great believer in life. What goes around comes around. This whole end of town down here, this has all been rebuilt. The new public library is over there, and again I can't remember how much these plastic nodding things cost outside the library here, but again caused quite a bit of hoo-ha when they put them in, but I guess a lot of people like taking pictures of them, whatever. Yeah. Let's see if we can get across this road here. It's not too much traffic today, so that's a good thing. I've not been up on top of this parking structure here. Apparently there's something interesting up on top of there. Can't remember what it is, but I remember they had it on the news. It was something interesting to go see, so I might just do that at some stage. I'm just going to walk up here past the library. I'm not going to go in the library. Don't have any need to be in there today. This has won all kinds of awards, this building. When they were building it, I was kind of looking at it and thinking, that's a little odd. However, it's a very, very popular place. Very popular. So I'm just going to head up through this way. Yeah, I'm not sure what these plastic things are supposed to be. But they just sit there and do that all day. I believe they cost a lot of money too. Yeah. But this is the new library. Looks like there's a whole bunch of people waiting to get in there already. That there is City Hall. And the plastic nodding things, whatever the heck they might be. Not really sure what they're supposed to be. Right, I'm going to head on down into Inglewood, which is only actually a pretty short walk from here. So I'm going to head down that way, cut the corner off and go through there. Right, as you can see there's loads of cycleways. What they've done is they've created a lot of cycleways alongside the streets, bikes only. We have district heating over here which is they supply heating to a lot of the buildings around here, so the buildings have their own heating stuff. This here is a very famous building. This is the King Eddie. It's been there forever. If you're into music stuff and what have you, over here, this is Studio Bell. This is where they do all the they got all kinds of interesting stuff in there. Lots of new artwork and that. There's Stampede grounds are down that way. This light would change. There we go. Perfect. Looks like there's bikeways and walkways. This is Studio Bell all along here. That takes you back down towards the river. I'm not going that way. I'm heading this way. I'm heading down towards Inglewood. They got the new bridge open down there, so that's good. Morning. Lots of new construction going on. Like I say, I've lived here best part of 30 years, and I've never seen it with no construction. This area over here, this is old rail yards land, and over through the trees over that side, that's where the bus barns are, Calgary Transit bus barns. They're all moving out of there. This area here is the next lot for development, I believe. They are redoing all the like the +4 building and all that down there. That was or the Big 4 building, sorry. That's all being redone. They are supposed to be putting in a new arena, big sporting arena and what have you, but the NHL, with all their millionaires and billionaires, don't really want to pay for it. So they think everybody in the city should pay for it, and the NHL should make all the money out of it. However, it's not going to work that way. Whatever. Yeah. So that piece of land there, that's exactly where all that was supposed to go, because the Saddledome's getting a bit old now. But, all the billionaires want the people of Calgary to pay for it, in Alberta, and they want the profits. Well, guess what? Speculate to accumulate, people. I'm sure they can afford it. They'll bleed poverty, but I can assure you they can afford it. Lots of very nice old buildings down there. There's a few rows of little tiny houses down through there that are still remaining from, I remember when I first moved here, all along down through there, Victoria Park it was. Lots and lots of houses and stuff. But I'm getting very close to Inglewood now, so I'm just going to switch off because I'm heading straight into the sun. So it looks like they're all getting ready, setting up stages and stuff for later today. This is Fort Calgary. This is a lot of events here. They have car shows here and all kinds. If you walk down along next to the Bow River, there's really nice walkways and it all up through here. So that's really nice. Looks like they're getting a couple of stages set up here. Yep. Gonna be a whole bunch of food trucks and all that kind of good stuff down here today. They are welcome. Following the yellow brick road, eh?
Yeah. To nowhere.
Yeah. Yes, they always do put on a good show for Canada today, so that's good. Looks like they took a while to get that lot set up. Excellent. Right, I'm going to head up, like I say, across to Inglewood. Going to see if my breakfast place is open. It might be. I'll go and have a look. Right. Oh, that was interesting. I just bumped into a guy. He's one of the local TV guys, and I actually service his vehicle. His dad usually brings it in, but that's the first time I've met him. So that's good. They're all getting set up over there. I'm going to head down towards Cairns and see if they're open for breakfast. Right. This is a really interesting place here. The lots of good stuff to see in there. A lot of historical stuff in it. He got bit by a mosquito. Okay. It looks like the new walkway's open over the bridge. they ripped this old bridge out, which was one of the really nice old truss bridges, you know, all riveted truss bridges, but it was getting so bad they could only fix it so much, I guess, before it was getting to the point where it had to come out. It was either come out or fall in the river. There is a pathway over there, which if you go along the river, it'll take you straight across that bridge. Well, this would be the first time I've come across this bridge, so that's rather nice. Yeah, it's a very short walk to downtown, it really is. It's not far at all. Yeah. Well, this is Inglewood up through here, so I'm going to head up to Inglewood. Do some more of that. Morning. Morning. Yeah, looks like the new bridge is open, ready to go. The rail bridge, the trestle one off to the side there, they are supposed to be expanding that or sticking another piece across, because that's where the LRT is going to run across there. Like I say, anybody that ever tells you that Calgary is not a walkable city, they're full of garbage, because it is. Yeah. If you look over that way, that's the footbridge that they built over that side. And finally, I get to walk across the new bridge this one. My first trip across the new bridge. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, they put benches on it too. Nice. Excellent. Oh, this is much wider. It's much wider, much nicer. The old bridge, although I like those old trestle bridges, they got a bit more character to them, if you like. Can't have too much character. But it's there is a footbridge over that way. So if you go walk along the river, I took the scenic route. That route that I just took through downtown, that is what everybody around here would tell you is the wrong side of the railway tracks, but it's actually not. It's actually very nice. The guy that I just met up with looks like he's going down there to do some filming too. Interesting. Yeah. Right. This is where the Bow River, this is the Elbow River and the Bow River join. The one on the other side of that bridge there is the Bow River. This one is the Elbow River. And this one goes all the way up into the mountains. Unfortunately, Elbow Lake at the moment is actually closed off because they are rebuilding a lot of the infrastructure up through the mountains, because a lot of it hasn't been touched for so many years. It's not funny. But so a lot of it's actually being redone now, which is good. This is the Dean House. Oh, they closed off that footpath. Oh, no, they didn't. They diverted it around there. Okay, well, that's good. This is the Dean House. Very nice restaurant. It's been here a while. Yeah. Used to have a lot more really nice trees along here, which is a shame to see them gone. However, progress, I guess. Oh, looks like they've got an event tent set up down there as well. Used to be really nice little rose gardens and things through here. They've still kept some of the gardens, and there's a couple of old log cabins in there, which are some of the oldest buildings in Calgary. So they were there when they weren't actually sure where they were going to put Calgary. Yeah. I've done video in the past of the other side of Calgary there, where the other railway station is, but that is the new bridge. This road up this side, they closed that off. Good morning. So, at least you guys don't get to walk, eh? That's good. Yeah, that road through there was a temporary crossing that the CP Rail had through there, but they've now completely closed it off, which is a bit of a pain because it was a very nice shortcut to somewhere I like to go for pictures. Right, I'm going to head down here. This is coming into Inglewood. I'm going to head down here and see if my breakfast place is open. Well, this is new. Last time I came here, this was a old derelict piece of land that had a building on it, and they ripped it out years and years ago. So it looks like Calgary has another stone circle. So that's 3 stone circles I know of in Calgary now. Nice benches. Nice little garden over there. Kids play areas. Yeah. Mosquitoes, needless to say. Oh, this is much better. This was a run-down little piece of ground that was basically useless. Just been nothing but grass for as long as I can remember. And they've turned it into a nice little park. Oh, that's good. So progress is slow at times. That place over there, I can see what it says books, and there's a gallery in there. That place, I believe, is closing or has closed. Really curious there. Jack Long Park. Oh, interesting. That's new. I'm just going to get over here in the sun. There's a lot of these sandstone buildings around Calgary. These were old schools from many, many years ago. That book place over there, that used to have a gallery upstairs in there, where if you were a local artisan, artist or whatever, you could put your stuff in there and what have you. That was an absolute treasure trove of all kinds of goodies. But I believe they did close down, or in the process of closing down. So we have a kids play park over there, so that's good. I'll stay over here. I'm not going to go and film over there. If there was no kids over there, I'd go film, but so I'm going to head down into Inglewood. This is a nice part of town. So many good foodieries and what have you. They are really bringing this whole area up a notch now. This is actually becoming a very trendy part of Calgary to live in, because there's lots of nice buildings and that down here, and the city is literally just the other side of that bridge. So a lot of people are doing that. Oh, I will use this opportunity to sneak across the road here. Nobody's looking. Yes, lots of nice houses down through here. There was a nice row of buildings along that side of the road. They took all those out and put that in. I know they need to increase the upward footprint of Calgary rather than the outward footprint, so have at it. At least they put a bunch of commercial underneath it, so that's good. Right, I'll switch this off till I get a bit closer to where I'm going. Well, I've popped into B's for breakfast, literally 3B. It's always a very popular spot. They do a really nice breakfast in there, back bacon breakfast. Oh, it's really good. It's an all-day breakfast. So this is absolutely perfect for me. There we go. Excellent. Okay, very nice decor in here. I like what they've done with the old mixing bowls. They've turned these into lights. Really cool. Alright, I'm going to sit here, enjoy my coffee and enjoy a bit of shade, because it's actually getting quite warm out there. So in here, like I say, this is B's. Very nice spot for breakfast. Good price too, because I just ordered an all-day breakfast with back bacon and all the extras and what have you. Endless coffee, and I tell you, that coffee is really good. 17 bucks. Can't odds it. Right, okay, I'm going to sit here and enjoy my coffee. Oh, that's what I call breakfast. That's good. Very nice coffee. Oh, that is really nice. Like I say, can't odds it. Endless coffee, really nice breakfast, 17 bucks. Yeah, and it's something I really like to see. The guy that runs the place here, he's just been wandering around cleaning all the tables, everything's cleaned up, everything's really nice. That guy there, really nicely done, very nice. Attention to detail makes a good foodie, yeah? Right, I'm going to sit and enjoy this and turn this camera off. Now this is a good thing with Inglewood. I'm literally about half a block to a block behind the main drag, and all the streets and stuff, there are shops, and get back into very nice walks all along here. Hello. Okay. Very nice walkways along the back of here. Now I don't know where I'm going to cut down, this side of the river or the far side of the river. I shall have to decide once I get down through here. You can go either way. I think I'll go down this side of the river. The other side of the river straight across from where I am, that's Calgary Zoo. This is where the zoo is. If you look, there's that great big wall that they put along there. That's part of the flood defences, because the zoo got hit really hard in the floods. They actually thought one of the hippos was getting out, so that would have been a big problem. Lose a hippo in the Bow River, that's not good. People go to Africa and whatever, and they worry about lions and stuff like that. Trust me, lions are nothing to worry about compared to hippos. Never mess with a hippo. Yeah. Very nice houses all along here. Like I say, Inglewood's one of those places. These houses here, they are literally about 3 blocks from downtown. Yeah, can't odds it. Very nice. Like I say, that's the zoo over there. It looks like the parking lot for the zoo's filling up. They are doing events all over the city today, obviously, because it's Canada Day. River is very full. It is a very nice walk around that side. However, I suspect there's going to be a lot more people around that side. I will come back up this way. One good thing about Calgary, the 2 guys up there on bikes, a lot of the Calgary police officers all ride bikes. So they have good bike patrols and what have you going around. And they offer medical assistance, and obviously if you're in trouble they can give you a hand. Yeah, it is a good city. I hear a lot of garbage talked about Calgary, and it's like, that's usually by people that either never been here or visited for 2 days and made up their entire mind about the city in 2 city blocks that they actually walk through. You know, there's a lot to the city. It's certainly a very bikeable city. We've got all these electric scooters and that everywhere as well. These scooters pop out the ground like dandelions. Alright then, morning. Yeah. I think that blue house over there, I think is the bed and breakfast. Very well recommended. I've never stayed there. I know people that have. I say it's actually fantastic. Morning. Yes, like I say, very walkable city. So I'm just going to turn this off a bit until I get a bit further up. Like I say, that's Calgary Zoo over that side of the river. This is the Bow River. This is exactly where the Elbow River joins, right on this corner. And this was one of the problems in the flooding. Both rivers were full, so neither could drain into the other. Unfortunately, water's got to go somewhere, and you'll find that the city of Calgary, all the way down through this valley, is actually a big bit of flat land. Way after the Ice Age, the last Ice Age, this was actually the bottom of a glacial lake. So it's loads of these e-bikes everywhere. This was the bottom of a glacial lake. But that's why it's so flat. And up through here, I'm going to head up over the footbridge and kind of back through that way, I think. Yeah, that's a little bit calmer. So I'll head up over this bridge, head right, and then head through the city. I'll show you where there used to be a really nice vegetable garden too. Right, as you can see, there's no bikes in Calgary at all. It's permanent bikes. Everywhere you go, people on bikes. And so it should be, you know. It's a great way to travel. New bridge over there, that's where I went over earlier. This is taking the walkway back over. I'm going to head along the bottom way, I think. Okay, I'll switch this off just for now. Everybody's getting set up, ready to do the Canada Day celebrations and what have you. So that's a good excuse for me to get the hell out of Dodge. I like coming down. I like to see all the prep and all the people out enjoying themselves and stuff. But it's once it gets too busy, time for me to get out. Now this is what I need when I go camping. Wouldn't want to have to carry it, one. That'd be kind of heavy. Lots going on over there on that's St. Patrick's Island over there. As I said earlier, a lot of people say that Calgary's not a walkable city or a rideable city. They've obviously never been here. Yeah, We've got like 850 kilometres of cycleways here, dedicated bikeways. So it'll take you quite a while to cycle through that lot. Looks like always lots of people out and about. It's good. And all down through here, this was the Simmons bedding factory. I have pictures not too long ago where that was the only building here. They cleared out everything else. Glad to see they kept it. Really nice fooderies in there. Char bar and what have you in there. Good food. Yeah. The river's flowing really high. This river will drop. They keep the river, the Elbow River, they keep that fairly high for Stampede and what have you. And once they start filling up the reservoirs again, you'll find that this water level will drop a touch. Like I said, this is the old bedding factory. Lots of good fooderies and what have you in there. Lots of places to stop, have a rest. All around Calgary along here you'll find these little help things. You've got cameras on them and that's you can just push a button. Hey presto, somebody will turn up. Morning. This is all what they call the East Village development, all down through here, which is really nice. It's nice that they're redoing it all. I'm not sure how far they've got with the bridge development up here, but we'll see how far it can get. Alright, let's head along this way. Alright, this is the Lrt Overpass into downtown. Nice bridges, nice artwork and that along here. Every now and again they take it all down and they get somebody else who's allowed to paint it. So you put up your artwork, keep it there a while, and somebody else comes along and puts theirs on there. It's a great idea. One thing I would like to see in Calgary, great big, they did it in the UK and it actually worked very, very well. Just get a great big piece of wall, middle of nowhere, like subway entrances or whatever like that. Just grab a big piece of wall, paint it white, and let all these graffiti artists and what have you paint whatever they like. Because there's some very, very talented people out there. You look at some of this graffiti artwork and it's absolutely bloody brilliant. So what they need to do is give them a dedicated space where they can actually go and do that. And then what they found was the council said, okay, well each year we have to come along and repaint all this. So all the graffiti artists said, well, you know, you supply the paint and we'll paint over it again, clean canvas, start again. So that's exactly what they do. So say the pathway and that along here, it's the other week this was actually closed because the water was up underneath here, hence all the fencing and what have you for construction and along here. This river can rise and fall very, very fast. This is one of the old trestle bridges. I do like these old bridges. There's definitely something good about the construction of these bridges. I like the way they're built. It's very good. All right. Still lots of construction going on along here because they're doing all the flood defences and what have you. That's why you see so much building going on. Yeah, it looks like we've got a common theme artwork thing going along here at the moment. Yeah. Right. Stopping a bit of a shade underneath the bridge here. Yeah. They've got some common artwork going on. It'd be nice when all this is done. This is all part of the flood wall. And the plan is, they have little gateways in this flood wall. So should the river go nuts again, which I'm absolutely certain it will, it's maybe not too far from now either. I think it might do it. I just have a feeling. Either way, it is nice that they're getting it all done. Right, I'm just going to pull over on the side here a bit. Right, this is all being redeveloped. All this construction along here is because of the flood defences. that building there, KI building, that's the drop-in centre. That's one of the homeless shelters in Calgary. They do a great job in there. They got all kinds of programs for getting people off the street and looking after them and all that kind of good stuff. So that's always good. You know, people in society are always saying, oh yeah, these damn homeless people got to go somewhere else. Well, eventually they run out of somewhere else. So the cure for that problem is to make them not homeless anymore. Yeah, I know some people they don't like society. They just don't want to be part of society. That's fine. That's up to them. However, there's a lot of people, and they're not by choice. That'd make a good picture, eh? Yeah. Yes, see, they have these concrete doorways here. Once the barrier is finished, they have doors, some of them further up near Prince's Island. Those ones are already complete, so they already have them set up, so in the event of a flood they can just drop the doors in and hey presto, complete flood wall. Very nice. Yeah, see the gaps with the concrete there? That's designed to keep the river this side, not the other side. Right, I will do some more when I get a bit further up. So very nice walk back up along this side. Once they've got the flood defences and that put in, I believe they're going to put some more trees and things in. Now we're coming up towards Centre Street Bridge, where they've been doing a lot of construction, so I'm not sure where they've got the walkways going through there. They were all closed off. And looking at the signs, I think they might still be closed off. Halfway closed ahead could well be the clue. Yes. However, I'll find out when I get there. Every time I come down here, they've moved the walkway to somewhere else. Yeah. Construction has to be done. Right. I will get up to the Centre Street Bridge and do some more from there. Good day for rafting down the river. Plenty of flow. Nice to see everybody actually wearing their life jackets too. That guy's going to lose his shoe. Yeah, it's a good way to do it. If you keep going down that way, I'll take you to a place called Harvey Passage. But, if you're going down there in that raft, you better know what you're doing. They created some really good rapids and that down through there for like the kayaking brigade and what have you. But yeah, that piece of ground the other side of there, you see with all the young scrub on it, in 2013 that was just bare rock, and that's how quickly nature has recovered it. So 9 years, there's bushes out there that are like 10-12 feet tall. That's good. Helps stabilise the rivers too when you have a lot of plant growth. Oh, here comes some more people that under the bridge. Excellent. Certainly a good day for it. Well, that certainly got a lot busier than when I was here this morning. It's going to get a lot busier as the day goes on as well. Now looking from here, you can see the other reason why I didn't go out to the mountains. See that anvil cloud starting to build out there? This time of the year, I've been looking through the gaps. It actually looks quite cloudy out in the mountains. And it can turn quite bad very quickly. So, as you can see, it's got a lot busier down here since I was here this morning, which is good. It's good to see people out and about enjoying themselves. This building here, this is the Eau Claire building. This is scheduled to be removed, I believe. The eventual part of the redevelopment here. Lots of people enjoying the day. It's Canada's birthday. They're out and about enjoying themselves. As long as they're enjoying themselves, it's good. I think everybody's had enough of this being locked up for COVID stuff. Now the majority of people are vaccinated and ready to go. I think they've had enough of being indoors. Yeah. What do we have down there? have to head down that way and have a look. Nice to see so many people here. Yeah, it's going to be busy day today, I think. Right, I'm going to head on back round and back down through the park. Well, we have a lot more people down here now than when I came through this morning. Looks like everybody's starting to wake up. See these benches along here. This is actually part of the flood defence. That's a flood wall. See, that one's got its door in. Yeah. And there's one here. They have the gaps. So in the event of a flood, they can just put the doors back in. And that is actually the flood wall. Yeah. Very good idea. Yeah. If the water gets up higher than that, city's in big trouble anyway. But it was most of the way up this berm on this side in the floods. So they figured it wouldn't have taken much for it to come over the top. So they put this in. See all these gaps here? They're all removable doorways, which makes for a better flood control. They've also put a lot more of these willows in, which is good. All along the banks here. Flies everywhere. It's only trouble this time, even the mosquitoes and stuff. Right, I will put this away until I get further up. Yes, Calgary is definitely not a bikeable city. Well, I think if you've watched this all the way through, you will realise that Calgary is a very bikeable and very walkable city. And also has a really good ice cream shack right there. Yeah. I was looking to see if James was here today. Busker James is quite often down here on event days like this. Can't hear him today. So. This new building's gone in here. As I was saying earlier, they have to be very careful with shadows on the river, which is why all the buildings facing the river, they will taper down like that, will get lower. Yeah. Not allowed to cast a shadow on the river. And it is most definitely flower season in Calgary. Doesn't get much nicer than that, eh? That's a really good colour. So, time for me to head back out. So, I am parked just down this way. Oh, that's a nice car. Don't see too many of those anymore. Wouldn't want to have to pay to put gas in that now. I think those things do like 8 to 10 to the gallon, something like that. Not much. Yeah. Yes, it's starting to get pretty busy down here now. That's a good time for me to head out of downtown. So lots of video. Well, if today's video didn't show you that Calgary is in fact a very walkable city and a very bikeable city, then I don't know what can. But, I do hear people complaining all the time. I would challenge any of them to come here and actually ride around. Okay, it's not as good as some European cities. You go to Denmark and any of the cities in that around that area, they've been cycling forever. You go to Holland, there's like millions and millions of bikes because it's basically flat. But here, not so much. Sorry there. Right, I'm going to head down this way. I'm parked just down here. Clouds are building, with a cloud over the top of there. That's what you've got to watch this time of the year. It's stampede season. We get what I call stampede storms, and it can go from this to mid-afternoon in the stampede. Absolute torrential, but down. It's just horrendous. This lady here is not watching. There we go. Yeah. Now, this is one of my favourite places for photography. It's also where I'm parked. I'm parked literally right underneath where I'm walking at the moment. They do free parking on the like Canada Day things and what have you. So it's kind of central for me, parking. I'm going to go right round the building. I do have to come back around the other way in a minute, but I will go right round the building, see if they've got the water flowing in the fountains. It'd be rather nice if they have. These, like I say, all over Calgary you'll find these big old sandstone buildings. These were schools. I should be coming out of there in a minute. But oh, I can't see the water flowing. That's a shame. They do have the all down through here, these are fountains. These things over here that look like steps are actually fountains. So I am going to cut across here, do some video through this bit. There we go. Yes. Yes, it's a shame they don't have those running. They are really nice when they're going. Yeah. I've done pictures through here many times. Anybody that follows my stuff on Flickr and what have you will certainly recognise this spot. Yeah. Yes. These look like steps. They're actually water fountains. You watch. I'll go and sit up the top here and somebody will turn them on. Yeah. Looks like they're doing a Stampede Breakfast here. All over the city. Stampede time. There you have free breakfasts. Let's have a look. We've got Premier's Stampede Breakfast, July the 11th. Yeah. So you'll find free breakfasts all over the show at Stampede time. Usually sausages, bacon, pancakes obviously. Morning.
Morning.
Yes. Right. Yeah, real shame they haven't got the fountains going. I was kind of hoping they would, but not today, I guess. Right, I need to head back into down underneath here. So everybody struggles to park. Well, they've got 579 empty spaces down there at the moment. What is that? Oh, people are leaving garbage laying around. Let's put that where it belongs. That belongs in there. There we go. That's the other thing you may notice is Calgary is a very clean city. Oh look, it's an Apple car. Apple Supply. An Apple car. I wonder if that one fell freshly off the tree. Yeah. Right. I am parked up over there, so we'll go this way. Find a lot of people do photography and that down through here. I need to head into that piece of building over there. That's where the elevators are. So I need to head this way. Let's see if I can get some pictures up on the side here. Oh, that's better. Back in the shade. Should get a better picture. There we go. That's better. Yeah, this used to be a school. This was McDougall School. I can't remember what year it was. This is all government stuff now. But, I can't remember what year that was a school. Huh? There is a sign here somewhere, but I can't remember where it is. So we'll head down across this way. I think I will use that as my closing shot for the video. Alright, it's been a nice walk around. It's starting to get a little bit too busy for my liking, too many people. But I'm going to head out and head home. Thanks for watching.
All things